locate the forward hatch, as I mentioned in the Instructable, this is a harder step only because you don't have as much to play with. If you get a little bit too far to one side or the other, either your bucket won't drop in or you'll actually cut into the side of the hull when you're putting your first hole. And you're also tight with the bulkhead here because depending on how you did it, if you did the stack method or you did one vertical piece like I like to do now, you've got 2 inches right here that you can't cut into or you're going to be cutting into your bulkhead. So measure 2 inches, and actually if you just push the end of the little hook on the tape measure down in, you have a nice mark. That's as far back as you want to go. And then your next issue of course is locating from each side. So here we have, I'm trying to go straight, it's about 3 inches. We're onto the other side. And my hair under 3 inches, so I can move this to 3. That would be too far, so let's go 2 7/8. Those of you that deal with millimeters, you'll have to figure this out on your own. I think in inches. Part of growing up here in North America, but United States. All right, so that's 2 7/8. 2 7/8. All right. And then back here against my 2 inch, and then it's just the same thing. Tracing, I like to use the tip of the drywall saw. And then cutting it out. Basically it should be the same. The only thing you might run into is you may run into the sides of the boat down underneath here. And you may find down underneath that it kind of pinches in. This is a boat that was made before I had the whole idea of actually having the bucket sit on the bottom of the boat and slide it all the way forward. So this may not fit exactly right, but same idea as the rear one otherwise. Pinching into the hull right here now. And there we go. And now, if you're looking down inside the hull, you'll notice the steps in. I'll just make sure there's enough beef, and I'll try and cut them away so that I can slide a 5-gallon bucket straight down into here. Sometimes that comes out too thin, and then the bucket will sit a little high, but normally I don't plug a bucket into this one. This is much more my car keys, wallet, stuff I shouldn't need to get to, but I definitely want it with me for when I get back, and I want to make sure it's dry. Maybe like a big Ziploc bag with clothes or whatever in it. And like I said, I get like a peanut butter jar or something like that to actually put the keys and wallet in. Just so I know that it's sealed, because this won't be 100% waterproof. It's just the nature of it. When you're trying to seal the foam, it seals okay. But that's just the idea of how this works, and just give you an idea. And as I've mentioned many times, but I've never shown anything more than pictures, 5-gallon bucket will slip right in here, just like that, and then to know what to cut away. See, this is another one with the gum seal lid on top, which when it's mounted to a plastic bucket like that, it is waterproof, because the issue is the water leaks in around here, and on these plastic buckets it can't. There's a big overlap here. Kind of put the bucket in, twist it back and forth, and as you can see, it's cut a nice divot over here. Now I know what to carve. And as I've mentioned, aluminum ice cream scoop, big spoon, whatever. Carve the way it this foam pretty easily. So I can get you better shot of what I'm doing here. There we go. And this, as I said, you got to be careful. Make sure you haven't taken away so much foam. And actually, I cut a little bit here too, so maybe dig that away as well. I actually had another boat that I'm working on right now that I did actually, in carting this away, cut through the outside. So I simply just cut out that section, glued in another block of foam. It's all set. It will be used again. And then drop the bucket in. Now it's down there and secure. And this is not going anywhere. If I had one plugged in like this, it looks a little ungainly, but believe it or not, it's not going anywhere. And in this case, this is our camping shower setup. Have a Zodi hot tap, and it uses those little 1 pound propane tanks, and has a copper coil with a burner. And if you, what we do is we fill this bucket with water. It has a little pump that runs off of diesel batteries. And what we do is run the water through the coil, drop the nozzle back into the bucket until the bucket's up to temperature, meaning you stick your hand in and it feels nice to a little bit warmer than you'd like on the wrist. That's what you're looking for. Then we shut the burner off, leave the pump running, and then we take a shower using the bucket. And my wife and I, with a 5-gallon bucket, unless she's washing her hair, can actually, the two of us, take showers, and even one of our kids, just on 1 5-gallon bucket worth of water. It's not like an indoor shower in your house where you've got gallons and gallons of water, but camping, it's great. But that just shows you the way this works. I could carve down another layer. Not really necessary, but just giving you another idea of how it works.